Alright everybody, so today we have an iPhone 14 Pro Max in for a small crack right here on the screen and back glass replacement. This is for a trade-in, so it's just going to be a simple old-fashioned swapping housing. In the screen she's okay with an aftermarket just for trade-in purposes to save a little bit of money. So we're going to go ahead and get this party started. Some of the tools you'll be needing are obviously good old-fashioned penalove, and I usually keep two around because sometimes one works better than the other. So you'll also need the good old-fashioned tri-wing Phillips and standoff, or if you don't have a standoff then you can always just use a small flathead, but if you have the standoff, even better. My trusty Westy Jimmy tweezers. Usually keep a thicker one and a smaller one around. This guy for when I need to pull up the battery, and good old-fashioned suction cup to remove the screen, and isopropyl alcohol 90% or higher, please. Alright, so let's get this party started. Put this guy onto the heat. And while that cooks, we're gonna go ahead and remove these guys down here. And this one was having a little bit of a tough time. So what I like to do is when they feel stuck is I put just a little bit of alcohol in them, and we try again, because sometimes the dirt itself almost like keeps them stuck, so you want to make sure you can do something about that. I'm going to set it back on the mat, and I'm going to show you guys how we remove part. Okay, so we got this guy back onto the mat. So the way I personally do it is I put my suction cup in here, and then, you know, after it being a few minutes on the mat, right, you want to just start putting a little bit of alcohol and let that kind of like get in those corners, and that way we can keep prices affordable. So now we're starting to make progress. Let's see. You guys still see? I think. So now this has loosened up enough to where we can start kind of like doing like a little bit like a wiggling it off. If you find resistance, put a little bit more ISO, a little bit more ISO, just keep wiggling. More ISO, more ISO, and wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Alright. Here we go. Screen is off. Now we're going to turn it on to ensure that there's no damage to the panel. And it does look like this survived. I'm just going to verify touch is good as well. Looking good. Perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and boot this off. We're going to start the disassembly process. these ones first because I want to be able to frees up this guy. And then there's another standoff right here, and it's kind of like at the header of it. So here we go. And this is like a GPS antenna, and it's only on the newer models. There we go, sorry. I have music blaring in my ears for a moment. There we go. I don't know what that was. Looks like a piece of copper maybe. Okay. So we got this, and that. We're gonna remove the camera now. And the module. Here we go now. And then the camera they will come off with tri-wings, except this very top one. That one is a Phillips. And then here's your camera module. And then this one I also like to transfer it over just to be safe. Go correctly. Uses two small, these are like two small standoffs right here. Or one small standoff, technically. And then this Phillips right here. No, my bad. Right wing. I think this is like, what do they call it? A lidar sensor. So you always want to make sure you transfer those, just because in some cases like stuff goes haywire with the camera if you don't transfer it. Okay, so now we have almost down to the nitty gritty. Now we're gonna put the battery on the heat mat for a little bit and let that cook. Let's see, there we go. Tabs. Wish Apple would do something like besides pull tabs. Okay, so we're gonna put some, we're putting some alcohol on these guys, and hopefully that'll dissolve them a little bit and make the job easier. Continue to pull these. Salt a little too much. So this one, we're just gonna leave it on here. Leave it cooking for a little bit longer.
about the moments we spent. I just want you to be happy. When someone tries to touch your scars, it doesn't seem to cure at all. gonna be any matter. I love you every day. Let's take a walk. Please don't guarantee your joy. Nothing's wrong with crying every day. It's just sort of a thing in the world. I'll say you're the destiny. Please don't guarantee your joy. Nothing's wrong with crying every day. It's just sort of a thing in the world. I'll say you're the best morning.
Another Phillips, 6, and then we have another Phillips on this side, and then we're gonna get a couple standoffs right here. I'm gonna remove this, which supposedly is there to protect your mic and pressure sensor. One second. Okay, so back to this. Some more stand up right up here. Cover. There we go. And have part 2 side 11 tips. There we go. And then this is the completed housing. And we already took out the charging port. Essentially move everything back into that device. Okay, so now we have it here, and we're essentially going to be working our way backwards. So when you have housing replacements, you're on the last second. But I also need to work on the screen ASAP. So I'm going to transfer this real quick to her replacement screen. I'm gonna add a little bit of ISO here. That's kind of like the trick. Alright, so it's been nice 3 minutes now. Okay. So now we're gonna add our adhesives and the rest of our screws back and call it a day on this one. Of course, after running a full diagnostic panel. Duh. So, here we go. And here at Tortello's, you can have the confidence that we use the highest quality products and do the highest quality work as possible because we actually use battery adhesive. I cannot tell you the amount of times I've found Tessa or double-sided Scotch tape on these guys, and it just pisses me off because it's literally 20 to 25 cents to buy one of these. So it's like, you mean to tell me that you, as a technician of Showbroke, you can't afford a 2-pack, or sorry, like a 10-pack of these guys for $2, under $3 essentially. You don't got $3 to buy a 10-pack, really? It's just me. I get annoyed easily, as y'all know. Okay, so we make sure it's lined up correctly, so we can start slapping these guys on. There you go. Number 2 is on. And number 3 came off. That was my bad. It's on it now. And we'll glue this guy down. There you go. And then our adhesive. Now this one isn't the OEM, it was provided for the aftermarket screens, but you know, you get it for free. And I cannot tell you the amount of times I see techs that add this back. I don't know what they're doing with them. It's just like, you get it for free, it's provided. Why are we not adding these? All right.